you for what you're doing and giving back, but like I told you in the beginning, when I look at those kids, I see myself.
Right.
I was that kid.
Right.
You know, so I just want to create the opportunity, man, to pass the torch.
Right.
That's it.
You were just talking with the crew, was it Ward and Company, when you guys did the podcast
Yes.
with state champions. It's Brother Ward and Raphael
Peterson, yeah.
Excellent presentation. And we'll wrap up with this, talking about the future of basketball. You have kids like Josh Hines, who I saw you had a picture with, and he just got a scholarship to the University of Indianapolis.
Yeah.
He was out here with Robert Davis Jr. not too long ago.
Going prep school.
Yeah.
I mean, you go all the way back, Cassius Winston.
That's right.
You know, Greg Elliott and all those kids that went to Marquette.
Yeah.
You know, my young fella from St. Mary's who went to Wisconsin this year.
Right.
So I love the March Madness because I'm sitting at home and I'm seeing all my kids.
Yeah.
But see, that's what I do. I watch my kids.
You about Rocket. You like,
yeah, what's up with Rocket?
Yeah.
That's one of my kids.
Right.
You know?
Let me ask you this, and this is going to create some positive controversy. Derrick Coleman is now chairman of the NCAA. I'm talking about you, the final say.
I'm the final say? Oh, I'm paying all the kids. You
Okay. All right.
You ain't got to say no more.
Okay. So you say that, but then what argument are you making to support that for the reason why that should be happening?
The argument that I'm always making is, hey, you know where you recruited me from. You came to my neighborhood. You saw my conditions and where I live at. You know I come from a single parent home. You know, so you know that. So you can come and sell me a dream on a scholarship to go to school and make billions for this university.
You said billions with a B.
Yeah, with capital B.
Yes.
Make billions for this university, and you mean to tell me I can't share in the profits? I think every kid should get a stipend.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. And we know in sports that football and basketball really carries.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, the sport. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Without question, man.
Right.
But I think every kid deserves a stipend. And you know as well as I do, even if we paying them kids, those kids are really trying to figure out ways to help their mom or dad and them at home, man.
Yeah. Because everybody ain't going to make it to the league.
It's not rocket science, and they know that. They understand that.
So what do you think with this name and likeness, which we really don't have a handle on yet? What do you think?
I think it's great.
You think it's great?
I can't wait to see it happen because for me, what I would start doing myself is going to get kids that I know at these universities and finding deals for them to use their likeness.
Right.
I mean, think about all my guys. I can even go back to when I was in school.
Right.
So I'm thinking if I go back and get myself, Billy Owens, Sherman Douglas, Lawrence Moulton, John Wallace, Ronnie Cycli, Roosevelt Bowie, all these guys' numbers who's hanging in the rafters.
Individual brands.
All us got individual brands.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And we gonna create deals with all those individual brands.
Yeah.
But then, as collectively, we gonna all come together and do something else.
Wow.
Like your Mount Rushmore shirt of Syracuse and stuff like that. So we can all do stuff individually, but then come back collectively and like, okay, you know what? We gonna do this a collective apparel brand with all of our likenesses on it and create money to help us, but also help. So we have a program in Syracuse called CBT. So it's coming back together for Black and Hispanic alumni at Syracuse University. So for tuition, books, housing, we raise money from them. So 3 years before the COVID, we did our first celebrity basketball game. Crazy. Me and Billy coached in the game, but everybody from all the football guys that was at basketball, lacrosse.
And that was the one thing that brought all those guys back.
That's the one thing that bring all of us back. So we raise money for those kids who want to go and attend Syracuse.
Now I gotta put my conspiracy theory hat on.
Yes.
I quote a line from Malcolm X when they say that's too much power for one man to have. You talk about. I'm just saying. You wonder because it sounds such like I know you've been an entrepreneur from day one. It's such an independent way of thinking that you no longer caught up with what the powers that be are saying. You can do your own thing, and I wonder how much of a challenge people will have with that because it's like now you don't gotta get caught up in the BS. You know.
Well, if you know me, you know I don't like BS and fake politics anyway. So I've been going left my whole life, not just because I'm left-handed.
Yeah, not because
you know what I'm saying.
You're right.
I mean, I remember as a kid, sitting in church. Like, okay, you got all these black people in church. Who was this white guy? Who was John the Baptist?
Wow.
I mean, I remember that as a kid growing up, you know, but scared to ask my grandmama about it because I know she'd slap the mess out of me.
Right.
You know?
This would be good. I never thought about this. If you weren't the size you were, and you weren't a great ball player, and you were the guy who can walk in here and you wouldn't stand out because of your size.
Yes.
What would Derrick Coleman be doing?
Great question. I've been an entrepreneur my whole life because I grew up seeing it. You know, so I definitely be still owning my own business or something, but still doing what I'm doing now, giving back and helping because, like I said, it's in my DNA. I was raised that way, you know, in my family. So still giving back, still helping, and always, you know, I have great mentors.
Derrick, I have yet in my years of being an adult found anyone who's had the presence that you have had, the accessibility that you've had, and just always at the forefront of whatever the issue. Hurricane Katrina. I'm taking you back, right? I'm just going off top of it. Every time there's an issue, DC is out. But then you wasn't for the mess because you were like, nah, we taking the stuff down. We can't get it down. It's like always. So I say that to say, you know, where's the next DC coming from? You think?
Well, I hope it's coming from here, man.
Or she might be coming to play Monday.
Yeah.
How about that? Talk about the girls, bringing the girls in.
Yeah, well, like you said, he or she.
Yeah.
So I done the girls one time a year, the championship. Okay. They were doing probably like 6-7 years ago.
Right.
And I don't know, something happened with their gym situation. And I said, hey, man, just what you said. Man, they closed the gym. You know, the girls, I said, man, bring them here.
Yeah.
I said, we're going to showcase them here in the summer league. So we gave them trophies and everything. And I always wanted to do it. And again, for me, it's always finding the right person. Again, that's not my wheelhouse.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm very protective of everything that I do. And I've learned that over the years. Because I always look at those parents to those kids, you know, so they trust me with their children. Right. So I'm never going to put their children in harm's way or anything. I've been playing in tournaments with Team Michigan, and we've been in the championship. And I don't like the vibe of the game before the championship even started. I walked away from it. Wow. And my kids is like, Coach, what you doing? Like Chauncey Willis, them, they were playing for me at the time. We're going to the championship, and I don't like the vibe. You know, the coach was kept mouthing off and to the referees, and you know, and I'm just like, hey guys, come on, let's go get something to eat. They're like, nah, Coach, we want to play. You know, they talking smack. I said, we just beat them by 15 yesterday. You know, I don't know how they get back to the championship game, but I said, I just don't like the vibe. Y'all just don't see what I see.
Yeah, ain't nothing good to come from it.
Ain't nothing good gonna come from it. You know what I'm saying? So I said, guys, they can have the trophy. We're bigger than that. Let's go.
That's a perfect segue. You make it look so easy? Is it because your shoulder's so broad that you can carry these things, or is it hard, or do things get heavy for you?
Always. It's always heavy, but you know, over the course of the years, what I've learned more than anything is patience.
Were you ever impatient?
Yeah. Oh my God.
What era was the impatient Derrick Coleman?
07 when I got sick. That's when I learned patience. So people don't even know that the recession in 07, 08, I spent 3 months, well actually 3.5 months in Henry Ford Hospital. I had congested heart failure. My heart was only working 5 to 10%.
I lost my brother to that, so we know how real that
is. And I had a blood clot in the left ventricle of my heart the size of a dime. I stayed in the hospital 3.5 months. That's what taught me patience.
So what was it like being off the scene? Because, like, did the world even know?
No. My family members, my friends, you know what I'm saying, knew. But the world, no. And I mean, I'm going to share that story with them because I've looked at some of my teammates and NBA guys all died from heart failure. You know, Harmon Gilliam, you know, was one of my teammates who passed away. Anthony Mason, you know, passed away for congested heart failure.
Is there some type of correlation between
that? And that's what I need to figure out. And that's what I've been really trying to read out. Carrying a lot, heart pumping a lot, maybe overworking yourself. So you see, LaMarcus Aldridge just retired from that. So I reached out to him. Hey, big fella, I've been going through it all my life. I understand, man. If you just need somebody to talk to, I'm here. You know, Yeah.
Did you stumble upon that? How did you even find out?
I stumbled upon it. I was taking a physical at training camp in Jersey. Now, this was in Jersey.
Wow.
And, you're on the treadmill. So one doctor comes, still jogging. They still tilting it. Two doctors come, three. So when the fourth doctor got there, I jumped off.
Like, what's
wrong, man?
What's up?
It's like, your heart just
what you say, DC? This is like being in the hood. One dude show up.
Yeah. What's going on?
Talk to me.
So I jumped off. He was like, no, your heart beat kind of funny, Derrick. I'm like, he's like, how you feel? I said, I feel fine. So got off, went to the hospital, took an EKG. It's like, no, you got the irregular heartbeat. I'm like, I've never had a regular heartbeat, in my life. Yeah. So that's how. And through my whole 15 years, it's just been back and forth, off and on.
Yeah. So what does that say about being healthy and taking the physical? You took the physical because of work, but a lot of us don't take it.
Well, it goes back to Beaumont.
Yep.
So it's one of the things that I'm stressing, with them is that, hey, we have an opportunity, we have a platform where we really need to sit down and talk about our health as black men.
That's right.
Prostate, heart condition, diabetes. I said, we're creating a platform with you guys where, we start having our own health affairs.
Right.
Because I think that's one thing we don't do as black men. I know we all Superman.
Oh, right.
We born with the S on our chest.
But what's so great about you doing it is that you still cool. Let's go with that. You still got the cred. You still can talk to people, because if not, I don't want to hear that, man. Shut it down.
Exactly.
Up,
Yeah. So I'm blessed to be in that position because, again, to share the platform.
Right.
And when you look around the gym, all these guys you see, these coaches there, these are all my guys. Since we've been kids, we've been playing against each other. Right. Now they're coaching their kids. So it's a family.
Right.
And I think a lot of times people don't understand that with sports. We're a family. Yeah. It's a unity. So it's not competition.
Each other all the time.
No, not at all. But for me to say, hey man, I need y'all to come. It's like for All-Star Give Back.
Yeah, that's right.
All I do is tell these coaches, hey man, All-Star Give Back, we having a repack. They're gonna bring all their teams. So you teach your kids about community service.
And
so it's all
they
family.
They
see celebrities and stuff like that. But again, they like it.
Right.
It's just keeping them exposed to it.
Derrick, we've had so many great things to talk about. And as we wrap up, what's some final comments you can give to the audience, those who can come back and watch it, to the next generation, just some things until we get together next time?
Well, I just feel always this way, man. It takes a village, and no matter what we do in life, it takes all of us. Not just the team, not just me and you here, the parents, the coaches, Beaumont Hospital.
Shout out to Beaumont.
It's a village.
Right.
No matter what we do. In order for us to get better in a sport, we have to take better care of ourselves. Mm-hmm. So even for me to be here in this situation with Beaumont and with the testing, right? Mm-hmm. So now what I'm doing actually really is, okay, coaches, tell me how many kids on your team has been fully vaccinated. Because they haven't been fully vaccinated, we're going to get them information to them as well as to their parents.
Right.
Here's an opportunity where you can schedule a time to get fully vaccinated.
Yeah. And your credibility amongst them helps with that.
Without question. And again, I was having a conversation with them yesterday because I think really the age group to understand how serious it is.
Yeah.
And I was just talking to them. I said, you know what? I was sitting there thinking at home, like, if I put together a collage with all the people that I personally know that's passed away from COVID this year, and see, we blessed to have the screen and run that on the screen just to let them know, like, hey, these are all people that's close to me.
Right.
Like, I haven't mourned yet myself.
I bet.
You know what I'm saying? How you talking about going to a funeral and I got to watch it on live stream?
Yeah, I know.
You feel me?
But even with all that going on, you've been able to be the one to kind of bring people together, give out good information.
Yes.
And to be honest, this is a homecoming because this is like the first event
Thank you.
Think about it.
Thank you. We've been bottled up for a year and a half, right?
I didn't notice until I got here. I said,
man, thank you. How did you feel?
I felt excellent, man.
That's what I'm saying. Just for me.
It was like, oh my God, and all my folks
just for me, thank you.
Yeah.
Just for me to see everybody, man. Hey, okay, look, everybody vaccinated, so know, ain't nobody
that confidence.
Man, what's up?
Yeah, what up?
How you doing?
Yep,
You good?
yep.
What's up? Man, sit down.
Exactly. We got away from that. But Derrick, once again, you're doing your thing. Whether it's 1990, you're being the first round draft pick and representing to 2021, still being in the forefront.
Love it.
Yeah, I appreciate you for it. The community
Appreciate you, man.
for it. And we're gonna keep pushing, man. So this is Lindsey Hudson with SPS over at the DC Summer League, man. Getting it down for the DC Elite and support this man and everything he's doing. If you support him, that means you support young people.
That's right. If not us, then who?
Exactly.
That's why we do it.
Exactly.
Yes.
So it's Lindsey Hudson with SPS. We'll see you guys next time. Again, thanks again, brother.
Thank you.
All right.
One love. All right, fam.
Sure.
Appreciate it.
Hey folks, it's Lindsey Hudson with SPS. Thank you for watching the video, and also thank you for supporting our young people. I'm in a very unique position. I am a sports psychology consultant, but I also have media credentials, cover collegiate and high school sports. Just the past few seasons, I covered Michigan State football and basketball as an example. And one thing is true across the board for college level athletics, they do not, in most cases, prepare our young people to talk to the media. I'm probably the friendliest media person they'll come in contact with. So with that being said, I want to offer my service to you and to your young person as it relates to media training, not only to help them be successful talking to the media regarding their sports, but also in life. Give them the confidence to communicate who they are and put a positive foot forward. So with that being said, you can reach me at the email below, lh@thespsedge.org. We are a nonprofit organization, so anything you do is not only going to support your young person, but other young people as well as it relates to overcoming mental toughness and mental health in today's society. So with that, thank you for your support. Hopefully I can help your young person get the SPS Edge.